Don't you love it when people don't mince words and just say it like it is?
The bottom line is, this is the state of Florida. You want to break into someone's home, you should expect to be shot.
If this Here's the Deal channel is anything, it's a self-empowerment, victimhood elimination channel. If you don't want to be a victim, then you need to prepare yourself so that you don't get victimized. And this is a story right here that just happened a couple days ago in Manatee County. Check this out and take notes.
Shot and killed one of two men who broke into his home in Bradenton, and the other suspect was caught while trying to run away. Two men with masks on were spotted on the homeowner's surveillance camera trying to get through the back of the house on Hickory Hammock Circle last night. News Channel 8's Mackenzie Laporte joins us live with the latest on that investigation. Mackenzie.
Yes, and now the Manatee County Sheriff's Department has identified both suspects. There was a first appearance today where Michael Sotomayor took the stand. Now he is going to be held in jail until his next hearing, and he's being charged with armed burglary, with possibly more charges pending.
The bottom line is, this is the state of Florida. You want to break into someone's home, you should expect to be shot.
Bottom line is, you're an American. If you're a homeowner, you should expect to get broken into. And if you do get broken into, if your house gets broken into, are you prepared? Do you know where your firearm is? Is your firearm on you? Is it within a reaching distance? Can you access it easily? Do you answer the door at night when you're not expecting somebody to come over? When you are expecting somebody to come over, do you look out a window to make sure it's the person you were expecting? Because these are all steps that you can take to empower yourself and keep yourself from becoming a victim. Fortunately, these people were ready. And it's almost like the moral of the story is, if you don't want to get shot, maybe don't break into a stranger's house.
The night after Christmas, two masked men broke into a Bradenton home. One shot and killed, the other caught blocks away on foot. According to the Manatee Sheriff's Department, they are currently working with Border Control to learn more details on the suspects.
What we believe is that the suspect that survived is of Chilean descent, came to California from Chile sometime a few months ago. I guess if you are from Chile, Border Patrol gives you a 90-day visa. That visa was supposed to expire in September. Suspect never returned back to Chile. Somehow made it to Tampa about six days ago.
While the
Never returned back to Chile because it wasn't his visa that expired. He's the one who expired.
Investigation is still ongoing.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. F around and find out.
The neighborhood of River Club shared their fears as they heard gunshots ring in.
Well, we were just watching a movie and my dad was by the window and he goes, I'm pretty sure I just heard some gunshots.
Levi Newseed.
Now picture yourself. You're with your family, your wife or your significant other, and you guys are relaxing for an evening before you go to bed and you're watching a movie. Do you have a firearm within arm's reach? Is it sitting on the couch? Is it sitting on the coffee table? Are you ready for an eventuality? So if somebody does break in your door, and doors are very easy to break into, and start shooting or pointing weapons, have you put yourself in the best possible position to come out of that thing alive?
Alongside his mother were visiting for the holidays. Aiden on your side caught up with them before heading off to the airport.
Then we learned that there's still one guy out there and I was pretty scared for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, residents who have lived in the area for 20 plus years have said that they're not only shocked that this happened days after Christmas, but in this area specifically.
Yeah, I can only imagine how they're feeling. So what was happening earlier today when you arrived on scene? I mean, were residents out and around that neighborhood?
Yeah, so when we located the home and we arrived on the scene, there was actually the cleaners already parked in the driveway. And other residents were out walking around, living their normal day-to-day lives. And this is because they shared that they could have never imagined anything like this happening. And they also shared gratitude to not only the homeowner, but the Sheriff's Department for acting so swiftly.
The Sheriff's Department didn't have a chance to act quickly because when seconds count, they're minutes away. And thankfully, this homeowner was on the ball and had empowered himself so that he could take care of business No need for the cops. Here's some more reporting on this same incident.
Across Florida now, a Manatee County homeowner shot and killed a masked man trying to break into his home. Deputies say that homeowner saw the crime happening on his surveillance camera and could actually hear it from inside his house.
As Fox 35's Kimberly Quizon reports, the sheriff says this sends a warning to anyone trying to break into another person's home.
And this shouldn't just be for Florida. Something I forgot to mention in the last video. They said the cleanup crews were outside the house cleaning things up. We got a pretty good idea what they were cleaning up, and thankfully it wasn't the homeowner's remains.
Manatee Sheriff Rick Wells says the homeowner did exactly what was needed to be done to protect his family. He says the suspect, who was arrested, came to the U.S. on a 90-day visa from Chile that expired in September.
Just after 9 Thursday night, a man and his wife were in their home on Hickory Hammock Circle in Bradenton's River Club when they got a security alert.
They hear this commotion going on. They see these suspects that are masked up, trying to break into the home. They were able to pry that window open.
The homeowner...
So they had forewarning because they had cameras. That's another thing you want to have. You want to have inside and outside cameras so that you can get an early alert, which will put you at advantage. Another way that you can keep from being victimized and empower yourself.
Only had seconds to act.
He knew that something bad was about to happen, and he didn't stall. He grabbed his firearm. He told his wife to get into a safe spot.
Manatee Sheriff Rick Wells says the husband...
Damn, good for him. I love this.
Came face to face with the masked men. One was already inside his home and another was climbing through a window.
Democrats, why do we need high capacity magazines and scary black assault style rifles? Here you go right here. You got one homeowner against 3 armed perpetrators. And just go ahead and understand right now, their mentality is to break into your house and eliminate you. Just put it, they're not there to play tic-tac-toe or get out the Monopoly board. Let's play a game of cards. They're there to do you harm. You need to take the offensive.
Nearby neighbors heard what happened next.
I sat down next to the lanai, the door was open, and I vividly heard, 3 gunshots.
27-year-old Jorge Nestevan Flores Toledo of Mexico, who goes by Annabelle Miller Valencia, was injured and later died. Detectives say he had been arrested for burglary in Illinois and had an active warrant for a parole violation. The other suspect, 39-year-old Michelle Sotomelo, ran off. A Manatee Sheriff's K-9 stopped him a few blocks away.
I praise this husband for doing what he needed to do to protect his home and protect his family.
Sheriff Wells says Sotomelo entered the U.S. from California on a now expired 90-day visa from Chile.
Somehow made it to Tampa about six days ago.
Investigators are now working to determine if Sotomelo and Flores Toledo targeted other homes. In court, Sotomelo used a translator as he was ordered held in custody.
I just want to say that I never had any firearms.
I don't want you to interpret any facts of the case.
While deputies are working to figure out why the pair came to Manatee County, Sheriff Wells says there's one undeniable fact.
The bottom line is, this is the state of Florida. You want to break into someone's home, you should expect to be shot.
Totally agree. Now, here's something that happened a couple years ago in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which pertains to this same kind of activity where somebody wants to break into your house and do you harm, and the actions that an empowered American took to keep his family safe.
Tonight, a Broken Arrow family turns the tables on 3 burglars, and now we've just learned that the sheriff arrested the suspected getaway driver on felony murder charges.
Elizabeth Rodriguez was questioned for hours tonight after deputies say she turned herself in. 2 Works For You reporter Katie Wisely is live in Wagner County, where an afternoon home invasion left 3 people dead. Katie.
Brian and Karen, good evening. Police tell me the homeowner did not know the 3 men who broke into the home wearing ski masks, but it does appear they were trying to break into this home behind me. Now, after speaking with the homeowner and his son, the sheriff says there's only 1 person left alive to answer questions. Some wouldn't think a nice neighborhood in the outskirts of Broken Arrow would be prone to burglaries, but Leon Simmons says it's true.
It's shocking. It's shocking that somebody finally got caught.
Within the past 7 to 8 months, he's been a target.
We noticed more people driving by slow in the neighborhood, and it's just, they're casing out the place.
And so have many of his neighbors.
If you notice somebody 2 or 3 times in a truck or something like that, drive by slow, most of the lots are sold. They're not looking for a place to buy. They're looking for stuff to steal.
Wagner County Sheriff deputies say they believe that's what 3 suspects had planned this afternoon, but the burglary ended with them dead inside this home.
Nobody is at home or anybody involved in any altercations till now.
Sheriff deputy.
By the way, this sends a powerful message, not just to everybody in the community, but to any criminal who would enter that community and try to have their way with homeowners. And that message is, hey, if you do decide to play this stupid game, expect serious, swift justice and retaliation.
Say 2 juveniles between 16 and 17 and 1 18-year-old dressed in black and masks covering their faces.
Kids playing adult games, getting the same kind of prize any adult would get. Does anybody out there feel sorry for these teens right here? Anybody at all?
Broke into this home through a back door around 12:30. Deputies say a father and 23-year-old son were inside, and after a quick exchange of words, the son fired an AR-15 at the intruders. All 3 suspects were dead by the time investigators got there.
Three assailants went down in one night because of a stupid decision to do to somebody else what they themselves would not want done to them.
Preliminary investigation, it looks like it was self-defense, maybe a case of stand your ground.
Deputies found a pair of brass knuckles and a pocket knife on 2 of the men and say a 21-year-old woman turned herself into the Broken Arrow Police Department.
Word to the wise, never bring brass knuckles and a pocket knife to a potential gunfight.
Believe she was driving the car that dropped off the 3 men and planned to pick them up.
And the bad thing was today, in all 4 of these houses, 4 out of 5 houses, there happened to be somebody home. They could have, caught any one of us at home at the wrong time.
This homeowner, thankful his neighbor and son had protection.
Everybody out here that I know has guns in the house. I don't know if somebody kicked in the door at my house if I could have got to it in time.
And now,
How about you? If somebody kicked in a door of your house or broke into a window, would you have time to get to your firearm, your personal protection device, in time to save yourself and your family? Just ask yourself that question, because we all could potentially get a visit tonight.
Leon Simmons thinks about his future and what life's really like now.
I may have to think about carrying something or keeping it handy by the door before you answer the door now.
So here you go. This is an example of Americans empowering themselves and not sitting back and waiting for law enforcement to get there when it's going to take them an average of 5 to 7 minutes to get there. You need something done, and you need it done now. If it is to be, it is up to thee. Make your own self safe. Stop being a victim and empower yourself. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my Disturbing Illusion channel, where I expose the left versus right political dog and pony show happening in Washington's District of Criminals. I will see you in the next video.